Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back for another BKFC Reddit Ask Me Anything. We're joined by B3 Bobby Henry. How you doing, sir?
Yes, sir. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good.
Okay, you just came from a knockout of the night performance. Before I even ask you a question, can you tell us about your bare knuckle experience?
The bare nickel experience was a one of a kind experience. Not like boxing. It's not like any other sport. It go down to the fans, to you being in that ring as well. The atmosphere is, just very, very different than any other sport. You know, fast pace. A lot of grappling, a little bit of boxing. But skill wins.
Did it was it what you expected or completely different?
It was sort of kind of what I expected. I knew like the energy in the ring is going to be a lot different than, boxing and stuff like that. Because, you got a lot of MMA fighters coming in, and they're good at grappling. They're good at, stuff like that, being awkward and stuff like that. Us boxers usually come in and, we're usually just strictly hands, punching, know how to punch, know how to land a punch, know how to be in, know how to be out, it's a little different, but, just got to learn how to adjust, and that's what makes, some fighters different than others, adjustment.
Altitude, was that an issue?
Hell yeah, that was an issue, man. Hell yeah, the elevation difference, man. My fucking chest felt like it was about to explode. You feel me? But then again, I don't know if y'all, I ain't say this, before the fight, y'all know I have a 5 year layoff, but I took the fight on 2 weeks notice with a flu.
With the
So,
flu.
that, yeah, I had a flu the whole time. So I'm just coughing, spitting up shit, and then that elevation difference up there was totally, it was a big game changer as well.
Okay, now it's time for me to be brutally honest.
Mhm.
Everybody on the Reddit, everybody, I was like, oh, B3, he's better than Bryce, da 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 da. For 9.5 minutes, you had me going like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Was it one of those things you were just struggling, or I heard cheat code, and I wish BKFC would have did a better job like in the corner because it seemed like they cared more about what the other guy was doing in his corner. But I also
Yeah.
heard Ryan tell you stop playing with your food and go get it done. Were
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
fucking around quite a bit, or like you couldn't breathe? Like what actually went on?
I wanted to first and foremost, I wanted to, first of all, I was rusty as fuck. Number one,
Sure.
like I said, 5 years out the ring, and I took this fight 2 weeks, off the couch, strictly. Really, I literally came off the couch, and I got that call from Ryan. You want to fight? And this could be my one and only opportunity. I said, fuck it, and this fast forward back to this. Let's fast forward to the fight where I'm in the ring and I'm touching. I had to save my fucking gas. Reddit. I knew I had to, dog. So I know the uppercut I tried to land in the first or the second round, second or third round there, but actually didn't find it. I knew he was gonna get lazy the
Okay.
fifth round. I said, all right, I got him. But what really pushed me was my brother and Ryan. They said, stop playing with your food, go get this, go get him. And that's exactly what I did. And I put the pressure on, started walking towards him because I was boxing the first 4 rounds, trying to move, getting caught up in the clinch game, falling, shit like that. I was just a little frustrated as well, because the ring rust and everything, my win, and stuff like that. But that fifth round, I had to dig deep, I had to go get him.
Now it's interesting because the referee at one point tells him to stop throwing you on the ground, but then he comes
Yeah.
over and tells you to stop falling on the ground. So I don't understand
Yeah.
how someone can throw somebody on the ground. And
Yeah.
I did hear Ryan kind of yelling at the ref about that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
was that did that throw you off? How much clinching and how much of a dirty fight? Not like dirty isn't cheap, but like isn't dirty as in
Yeah.
grappling was involved.
It's not really dirty. That's part of the sport.
Sure,
You don't have MMA fighters come in and do their thing, stuff like that. But he just kept like throwing me. My hats off to KCH. He did his thing. He was supposed to do his thing, but
yeah.
it's I just part of the sport. You gotta grapple. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. And then again, right? Let's go back. Let's go back to this where. Well, 165 is not my weight class. I'm a
Absolutely
145 pounder. So the day of the weigh-ins, I came in at 160. The fight was
right.
165. I ate at 8, and I still came in at 160. And then they weigh you before the fight when you're going into the ring, and I was 164. I'm still underweight. This dude probably rehydrated like 180, 175. Who knows, So I'm still weak, In my training camp, like I said, I took on 2 weeks notice. Only sparred 2 times, and the rest was me hitting the mitts with my brother and doing light little jogs. So no strength training whatsoever. I just I don't know. I guess I got Superman strength or something, dog.
I see you have a like. Is it a wrist
Mhm.
cast
Yeah,
or what
it's
happened?
it's not a cast, man. It's a little pinky, a little fucked up, but I can still ball it up. I just got it on, just keep the pressure on the stuff, but it's fine.
Okay, what kind of turnaround? Like, you did it. Is it one of those like I want to do it again, or like
Mhm.
listen again? You talk about you're a model, you're an actor.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
is that something like you did the fight? You really want to focus on that? What do you want to do?
If they could throw me back on the same card my brother September ready, I will be there. I'm back in the gym and I'm trying to get in the gym probably tomorrow. Back to training, I want to get back in, get my hands some time, to heal a little bit. It's still a little sore. If they wanted to, I would love to be in a car, same car as my brother, stuff like that. That would be a good, that'd be a good story for, BKFC to have us both on the same card. Some brothers that's actually talented and, good and charismatic. We're both good fighters. We're both, we have it all. So if they could put me in a car as soon as possible, hey man, we could make something shake.
Okay, we can't say what card it is, but we will say
Yeah.
yes. Your brother is fighting in September. What
Yeah.
weight, if you are on that card, what weight would you like to fight at?
55.
55.
Yeah, 55. I feel a lot more comfortable at 55. That's a weight class I could dominate. That's a weight class I could take over. It's a weight class I could just, show my true skills at with a full training camp as well.
Did you know, and I already know the answer before I ask you, did you know
Mhm.
that you had enough power to knock him out one touch?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah. I told you beforehand. I said I told you before. I said I hit a lot harder than my brother. I don't usually compare and contrast me and my brother. But I tell you, I punch. I'm the punch out of the brothers. And, people would tell you that. I'm the puncher. My brother's, skillful. I'm skilled as well, but he's more skillful and he's more, energetic, and sharp and stuff like that. But I told you beforehand, I had the power to like, if I touch somebody, they're going to sleep. Trust me.
It was crazy because again, and I told you for
Yeah,
9.5 minutes you struggled, and
yeah,
literally over the course of 2 seconds, dude was
yeah,
unconscious on the ground. Like it's insane, like
yeah,
how quick it happened.
yeah. I found a shot, man. I was just trying to adjust. But I knew I already knew what I was gonna do. I knew once I put the pressure on, and that fifth round was coming. I knew I was gonna dig deep. I already knew it was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna land. Whether it was an uppercut, whether it was a jab, whether it was right hand, left hook, right hook, whatever it was gonna be a body shot. I knew. He's gonna be done.
Were you hoping that he kind of like wore himself out? Was that the plan of like stay? I noticed you tried staying away, circling out and stuff like
Yeah,
that. Were you hoping that he kind of
yeah.
gassed?
I was hoping. I knew he would. I knew he would slow down. I knew he'd get lazy. I've been doing this since I was 8, man. So this is like it's like the back of my hand. I know the sport like the back of my hand and stuff like that. So I knew eventually he would get careless like any other fighter would. And I've been at the top level with top level guys and in the gym with top level guys, sparring top level guys, and they'll tell you, man, you got to be on point. All 12 rounds, whatever, however long the fight is, you got to always be on point. And I knew he would, eventually break.
It's crazy that for 10 minutes he had to be perfect. You literally had to be
Yeah.
perfect for one punch.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And skillful, man. It's a Henry brother thing. It's a Henry brother thing. All I gotta do is be perfect for 1 second, not even half a second. All I gotta do is be perfect for 1 second. I know how to protect myself. I know how to defend myself. That's why you think Ryan threw me in the fight, because Ryan know what his fighters are capable of. He
Right.
knows me and Bryce will go to anybody backyard, fight anybody. It doesn't matter who we fight. We don't. He doesn't care. He knows we know how to protect ourselves. We know how to go in there. We know how to come out the ring the same way we went in. Simple as that. We know how to. He knows what he's doing. Shout out to Ryan, man.
Like you said, I mean, I watched you at the post-fight press conference. Your face looked exactly like how you went in.
Yeah,
No, you
yeah,
didn't look touched.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a Henry brother thing, man. When did you ever see Bryce get cut?
He doesn't.
Never.
Let's talk about this. Your brother is a dick.
Yeah,
Ryan says he's a dick. Your brother says he's a dick. He's mean. He loves to hurt people. You're a much
yeah.
nicer guy, but do you have that mean streak in you? We didn't see it during this fight. Do you have that same mean streak, or you're that's where you and your brother differ?
Bryce not, he's not really a mean guy. He's an asshole. I tell you that. He's not
Asshole,
mean. He's an
right?
asshole. Regularly, he's an asshole. He loves to mess with people in and outside of the ring. He likes to get under people's skin. I would say I'm the mean one because I don't. When I don't. Ryan tell you, I like to hurt people. Like I don't go in
Okay.
there. I don't. You just try to be. I don't try to be people friends, but this is a sport. You got to be mean sometimes. But I would. I would say I'm pretty nice. Pretty nice. That would make us different. I think it's vice versa. I'm the mean one. He's the nice one. He's outgoing. Like I'm the quiet one that everybody would think mean, but you really get to know me. I'm a little asshole as well. But I would say it's vice versa. I'm the mean one. He's a nice one.
Okay, so you're saying you had the flu, you were off the
Yeah.
couch, you had sparred
Yeah.
twice. So
Yeah.
your next one will be completely different.
Yeah. It'll be completely different. A lot different. Trust me, I got y'all. A lot different. It's a lot of things that play in factor in this fight. The elevation difference, 5 year layoff, literally right off the couch. Flew. I was sick bad. I couldn't even get up. But I still managed to get my ass to that gym and still spar, still do what I have to do. To be somewhat prepared for a bare knuckle fight. No excuses. My dad always told me, excuses are the tools of the incompetent, and I would never use excuses. If I went out there, dug deep, and did what I have to. Simple.
Who's the better corner guy, you or your brother? Like, I mean, your brother was your first time your brother was in your corner. You're usually in your brother's corner. Who did a better job, do you think?
I'm a better coach than his ass, man. My brother tell me to go out there and just he's a bum. That's all I heard. He's a bum. Don't play at your food. Get him out of there. That's all I heard, man. Use your jab. Flick it. That's all I heard. I'm a lot better cornerback. Ryan tell you out of all his fighters, Ryan will tell you he'll tell you Bobby is the best because Bobby is a lot more technical than all Ryan's fighters. I'm way more technical. That's the reason why I'm keeping coach. But yeah, I'm in all the great fighters' corners, like
Yeah.
because I'm a very technical fighter. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing outside. I know what I'm doing it on the inside as well. So I think much more on the outside, but you feel me?
I talked to
Yeah.
Bryce today. I told him I was going to be talking to you. He wants to know why
Yeah.
you shit talk him so much.
Why I should talk him so much,
Yeah,
Bryce?
he said, how come he goes on your show and all he does is talk shit about me?
Man, y'all don't even see the half. That Bryce be messing with me, bro. I'm the little brother, so my older brothers they used to always pick on me and shit like that. I'm around that age where I'm big like Bryce. I got an older brother and he's a lot smaller than us. You feel me? He's 30 years old, but he's a lot smaller than us. So I'm at that age where yeah, I could do that now. I could shit talk. I could do this. What y'all gonna do about it, man? What y'all gonna do? Beat me up? Yeah, you can't do that now.
Okay, so again, we talk about your model actor, world. What was the support like after you got the win? Did you hear from a lot of people? Like I saw people blowing you up, like all the typical bare knuckle people. But can you tell us about people outside the bare knuckle?
Man, Conor McGregor posted me on his
Right?
page. Max Cosby, I think is NFL. A lot of NFL players posted me. A
Yeah.
lot of my modeling agencies posted me. Shout out to Icon Management. They posted me too. That's who I'm signed to. That's my mother agent for my modeling career. I received a lot of love, man. A lot of love, and that's what it's about, man. You go out there, you put on a good fight for everybody out there, and everybody just show you support in a different way. Even Albuquerque, New Mexico, they booed me, and when I came out the ring, it was all laughs, hugs. Oh my God, can I get a picture? That's what it's all about, man. I just want to put on great shows for everybody watching, and come out victorious, all in all.
How mad do you feel like you made people because you were an insane favorite at one point? You were losing the
Yeah,
fight for 4 rounds. There are so many people like, oh, I'm about to get paid, and then you
yeah,
ended that.
yeah. I know they were probably pissed, but
You
hey,
don't care.
man, y'all want to fight me? I know everybody was pissed. Wait, y'all want to fight me? We can go ahead and get it on. I can shit talk like my brother. I know everybody was pissed. Oh my God, Casey. Yeah, yeah. Pulled that one right out my asshole, didn't I?
He did. Okay, so 155. Is there anybody on your radar, or that's up to cheat code?
It's up to Chico, man. I have nobody on my radar, man. Just send me a contract. I don't even look at the opponent. Send me the contract, and I signed it. That's all. Nobody on my radar, man. I shout out to everybody at 155. Everybody doing their thing, but I'm stepping in as well, and I hope we all could get put on a good fight in the future.
Awesome. All right, man.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
I got nothing else for you. Like I said, I just wanted to touch base, see how it was. Like I said, it's good to hear. Like it's so crazy because you would think like, oh, maybe it was the altitude, but to hear,
Mm,
yes, it was the altitude, but you had the flu and
mm,
off the couch. I was
yeah,
curious because, like I said, it looked like a rough experience, but now knowing all that stuff, it absolutely makes sense.
yeah, yeah, 100%, man. It's part of fighting. It's either I took the fight, and it's either I didn't take the fight, and then I'm gonna be waiting, waiting, and waiting for another 5 years, or just I feel like this was a once in a lifetime opportunity. I just took it. Ryan called me, gave me that call, said, "Yo, let's do it," and the rest was history. What if I
Did
would took the fight and then next thing I'm looking at another motherfucker get a knockout of the night, and I'm just like, damn, that could have been me. I took that fight and I did what some people expected me to do. Get the knockout, I got that bonus, I got, like it's a win-win situation. I got shot out by the greatest, Conor McGregor. I received a lot of love, back home, all from all around the world, man. It's great.
what are you gonna spend your bonus on?
They asked me this at the fight. I said the strip clubs, man. You might as well
I
go to
heard
the
that.
strip club. Nah, nah, nah. With the bonus, I'm put that to the side in the savings, and save that, or I invest into my business as well.
Sure. All right, man. You got any message for the fans, the naysayers, the lovers, the haters?
Keep watching. They're gonna always watch the Henry brothers, so it is what it is. Keep watching. We're gonna keep doing what we do. Probably gonna put on another impressive victory, in September. Hopefully they put me in another undercard on that undercard, and I'm putting another knockout for y'all. 'Cause that's what everybody gonna expect now. So I'll put either a knockout or I'll just beat the shit out of somebody. Simple.
The Henry brothers are much must watch BKFC. Like you can't turn away because you guys both do have that skill that you just it's uncomparable to anybody else on the roster.
And nah, for sure. We both got the skill, young, charismatic. We have everything, man.
Good looking, right?
It's- yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. We always come out good looking as well. After the fight, a few of the girls are like, "Oh my god, I want to watch that black kid." Black kid, what? I can't remember. I'm taking pictures with everybody, receiving all the love from the ladies as well. I'm like, yeah, I love fighting.
What's it like to be on the receiving end of that? Because again, you corner a lot of people. You see everybody wants to take pictures with HD or your brother, but now everybody wants you.
It's normal to me. Like I said, I'm in photography business. I'm in the
Sure.
modeling and photography business, so I'm always in front of the camera taking pictures with people. But it's the same, just gaining supporters around the world. Really, realistically,
Cool. All right, my man. Listen, I got nothing else for you. I appreciate it so much. September would be awesome. Thank you so much for the honesty and like kind of clearing up everything.
yes, sir, yes, sir. Hopefully, I can have you in my corner one day as well, man.
Well, hopefully we'll see. All right, man. I appreciate it. You want the good guy in your corner, the Gator. All right,
No,
man. I
no.
appreciate it. Have a
No
great night.
problem.
Thanks so much, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You too, man.
Bye.
Yes, sir.